again, if Titan are playing as they should, we should have a really close match on our hands, I think.
Well, they will be starting on that T side as Fnatic do win the knife round to start things off. They just want a second, by the looks of things, Titan, just to gather their heads, get themselves into the game and get ready for this second map on Cash. So all things considered, assuming now that we know that Titan are starting on that T side, they're going to want to get onto a hot start here. Considering they're facing up against a team like Fnatic, how many rounds do you think they should really be hoping for from this first half?
Well, I mean, Vox got 12 rounds on their CT side against Fnatic on Cash.
That's true.
So, got to do at least as well as Vox. The Aussies representing there. I mean, Fnatic, I think they dropped Cash against Liquid as well, so definitely it's been a shaky map for Fnatic across the tournament, so if it's going to get done here on any map, it should be Cash for Titan. Now, we're going to jump into the pistol rounds. And we are going to see the standard A retake play from Fnatic. This is as standard as it comes.
Look at the information Olaf Meister and Pronax are getting.
This is a beautiful way to create a variation, get that early info. And RPK is actually looking for this. Oh, such a smart play here from Titan. Oh no, he does get taken out though, with no response really. Just a bit of damage, a lick of damage to Pronax. It's a pretty hefty lick. He's got 3 HP left, but still, they didn't get the frag.
No, they did not. And Pronax now actually right back in T-spawn sort of area. Apex does not look to his right and will be punished for it. JW shuts him down and they are already left in a 5 versus 3. The clock is ticking. JW picks right through the side of the smoke there and gets another kill. Existence and Kenny S, the last two alive to try and salvage something from this initial pistol round. But Fnatic have looked flawless and Pronax through the door will find the head of Kenny S. Existence in CT spawn now. They don't know where he is, but now he has been spotted. But I think that may be Russia over there towards Fort Cliff, and Fnatic coming in strong once again here from this first pistol round. No casualties whatsoever. First round for Fnatic.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be nice for them to start off a Cash on a CT side and win a pistol round, considering some of the catches they have had in this tournament. Get to kick off things normally, get to continue that momentum that they had from map 1, Cobblestone, and we're going to have the Tech-9 armor here from Titan, so let's see what play they have to work with, because Kenny actually has got himself a Molotov as well as a couple nades on Apex and Existence, so they're going to go with what you can only imagine would be some kind of an execute towards B. If they're going to do that, you'd expect that Molotov to go into the vent over the top of mid, but let's have a look and see what they go with here.
Maniac lurking over towards the door as Pronax is the man in NBK just the other side of that area. JW, as you can see, on Forklift, just expecting, waiting to see if Titan rush through that area, but they've split up now. It looked initially like Titan were heading towards B, and the bomb is still over in that area, but they've split up to see if Fnatic push anything and get aggressive at any point and to try and find some more information, but nothing of avail yet.
So Kenny S is the man with the Molotov, and he's sitting by the outside area here by B storage. So perhaps it's going to go straight on top of the site then, towards the back where Headshot is, where Crims is standing. And here it is, indeed. He's going to throw it through that that glass that's already been popped here. So looks like I think Fnatic probably have a good prediction on this one. I think they've got the read. It's been a lot of a delay. They know the kind of weapons that are being used by Titan. So here it comes, the push in by Titan onto that B bomb site.
Crims will fall. Olaf Meister responds straight away. They flush on the quick rotation, throws down that Molotov because you see Maniac pushing aggressively there. We're left in a 3 versus 3, but on the crossover, RPK will get shut down. He does successfully throw the bomb across, and Existence will plant it, but Existence, that man is the last one alive. Pronax will shut him down, and a good round in the sense that Titan were able to plant the bomb, and they did get 2 kills, but in the grand scheme of things, Fnatic way too strong with those SMGs and rifles.
Yeah, definitely. At least they got the bomb down. It was a nice throw over. Heroic effort as he just sacrificed his life. So here, take the bomb, get it down, and that's going to, of course, give them the opportunity to either go for a save, as they invested quite a lot into that round, or go for a buy to keep the pressure up. If it was Envious, they'd probably just buy here because they got $3,000. I mean, Envious would probably buy with that, but we are going to see just a save indeed. So they can get that that nice just standard round out in the following one. Kenny S on the AWP, hopefully, and also hopefully for them getting the early round pick.
Let's see if Titan can somehow salvage this round, or whether it will just be a throwaway one for them. As Fnatic look to take another 3-0 lead at the start of this second map, just like they did earlier on Cobblestone.
The interesting thing is that the only guy with an expensive pistol is actually Existence, who is, of course, the leader of the team. I would probably expect it to be on like a Kenny S, or like give it to Kenny S, or one of your like really sick aimers. Of course, Existence aim is pretty good, not to diss his aim. But we'll have to see if they can get some damage done here. It'd be really, really nice at this point, because you can see Fnatic playing super efficiently. They still have some Famases. JW's just still with the Tech 9, because he doesn't want to buy an AWP just yet. I think he probably could have afforded it with those rounds, but it's a great nade into Kenny S. And so far, so good for Fnatic. Just holding them off, holding them at bay, getting that info, playing it by the book.
Yeah, they're just playing so passive here, and rightly so. They don't want to get in the faces of those Titan players with those P250s at close range, and so they're just waiting for them to come in. They've given up initial mid control. Olofmeister now will be making his way over towards there, but Existence with that deagle gets the shot into him. We're left in a 4 versus 3 situation, but the bomb is being called out. They know exactly where all of these players are. Pronax will fall, and we left ourselves into a 3-on-3. JW's picked up that T-side Tech 9, but Flusher gets 2, and Crims will finish off that final player in Apex there. So for a second, Titan looked like they could potentially try and push through that bomb site, and they got 3 players, I think it was, up short, trying to rotate their way up through there, but it wasn't enough in the end.
I mean, they invested, what, like $1,500 into that round, and they killed 2 players, almost 3 or 4 actually. So pretty cost efficient, and that's going to be really nice. Nice little economy damage done there, but AWP on Kenny S, and he's going to go for that A main pick in case there was a fast play in there by Fnatic. But they are just, again, playing it slow. They got a nice setup here. It's a very standard one. 3 towards mid, 1 in the vent area. They've got Olofmeister by headshot on B-bomb site, and JW with the AWP at the back of the A-bomb site with quad. It doesn't get more standard than that for Fnatic. Now, it's all going to be about how Titan actually find a pick here. They have got quite a spread out setup. And you can see, I think that's Kenny S is looking for that very classic locker peek, and he gets it as well on the lockers. Really, really nicely done by Kenny S. He's probably the best guy in the game at making that pick work.
We spotted him out as the guy to watch out for in A main on the T side for Titan to try and get those initial entry frags, and that's exactly what he's done, taking down Pronax, giving the man advantage in favour of Titan here. Crims in a great spot though to try and return some frags. He spots the side of Existence but gets punished for missing his shots. Olofmeister will fall as well. And we now leave ourselves in a 5 versus 2 situation here. Titan looking good to take this 4th round. Flusher will respond. Will he get the 2nd kill? No, he will not. And JW's just got to save that AWP now.
Yeah, it's really early days. They don't have much money built up. No Hail Marys here from JW. Just keep it safe. He's got a Tech 9, so the Tech 9 is basically like the best insurance ever. If you've got an AWP, you just pull it out and just spray it away, and you probably just kill everyone. That's great. But he's going to pick up a frag with the AWP there onto Apex as they pursue him. Titan have to be careful as well, because the 3 remaining players are quite low, and they don't invest too much into this. It's a nice engagement though found by RPK. They've got JW's back against the wall here, but he's on that good position by headshot. And there's no nades for them to use to actually just straight up kill him, but RPK is going to pursue, get the kill, remove the AWP, and that is really nice there, because they even survived with 3 players. So great stuff by Titan, straight back in this one, and we can see Fnatic can't even really buy.
No, they've got not too much money. Crims has about 5,000, and look at this. They are going for the 4 straight away. We see armor and pistols on 3 players, a FAMAS on Olofmeister, Crims with the glass cannon, and no defuse kits here. So Fnatic are not wanting to let Titan start to bring this back in their favor. They really want to concentrate on bringing it straight back in their favor, and fair play to them for doing so. So just again, another split and pick style play here. Maniac taking his lurk towards the squeaky area. He's quite good at playing B storage as well. He tends to, you know, just swing between either one when he's going for that lurk. And actually the pop flash play to get that info from JW and a quick frag maybe with a flick shot, but he doesn't actually pick it up. And that could have been a really nice play there, just getting a little bit aggressive. They're only on the pistols, the rest of his teammates. So Crim's actually on the AWP, sorry, and Titan now starting to come together slowly but surely towards that A side. But there's 3 players here for Fnatic. Titan need to take care now. JW will fall to the hands of Maniac to start things off, and once again they're molotoving down into that NBK area over towards quad side of that A-bomb site. Flusher will fall. Kenny S is going to look for that 3rd frag of the round, and that's exactly what he will get. Pronax now trying to do some damage. It will not be enough. Crims over towards the truck is going to take down Apex, but it's not going to be enough in the grand scheme of things. Nice kill onto RPK there to try and do some more economical damage.
Oh.
And a lovely shot onto Maniac. I didn't even see him there. Crims showing off his accuracy with the AWP, but Titan will secure the round.
Yeah, that was a pretty damn sick shot from Crims. It's so awesome to see just the AWP just come out from more and more players on these teams. Like, okay, JW and Olofmeister, sure. But Crims is pretty beast with the AWP as well. And you know, when you look at teams like Virtus Pro, you know, I think a couple months ago everyone learned that Snacks is actually a really sick AWPer as well.
Yeah.
Like they just started giving Snacks the AWP, say, hey Snacks, so hey, no, we don't want Pasha or Nia to AWP. You can AWP for now on this position. So it's quite fun to see that the versatility in the top level teams. But well, it's going to be another round here for Titan. This time it's a little bit more costly than the previous one, but they're showing that they can really pick up these rounds. And the key thing was there that it was how well they used the grenades to get into the side. That was really their advantage. I mean, Fnatic was sitting there with the pistols in really good positions to abuse them, but when you use grenades properly, your fundamentals are good, your team play is good, you coordinate into the site, it should go exactly as it did there. So not accounting for Crims with the AWP.
Crims was able to salvage that after a nice couple of exit frags in the last round. We can see Flusher just on the edge of this smoke over towards team main, seeing if anybody will peek round, but once again just trying to find what information they can. And Crims obviously with his AWP is going to be such a crucial player in this round to do some good damage on the Titan side, and that's the first kill. That's exactly what he wants to do.
Alright, so reposition there from Crims just slightly over towards Squeak there. See if they can catch anything else off guard, if there was anyone trying to get any angles for the trade, but it's not going to happen. It's pretty much a free kill there for Fnatic, but they can't really recover any weapons just yet, and of course they're playing with a pretty big disadvantage there, to say the least, unless Crims can go absolutely massive. But Titan are trying to circumvent Crims here. They used the smokes well to try to minimize the angles that he can get with the AWP. Oh wow, I think he actually just clicked too fast there and couldn't get the shot in time. And that could have been a free gun for Flusher. Could have made all the difference, but Olofmeister's still on the bomb site as Titan pile on in, and it will be easy entry frags for Apex, but Crims can still put a wrench in the works.
The bomb has not yet been planted. We're left in a 4 versus 3 situation. JW's picked up that dropped AK-47 from Maniac. The bomb now goes down as Kenny S will fall. Let's see if JW can peek anybody out, and they're actually going for a double up setup here to try and peek out anybody on this retake. They haven't got kits though, and obviously the clock is ticking. We've got to wonder soon. They're just going to really be going for these exit frags at some point. Although JW gets the kill on Existence, it's straight away traded onto Pronax, and Crims now backing away from that one. JW falls, and 3-3.
That's a really important frag there. I mean, Apex actually with 4, but taking down one of the 2 AWPers there on a map like this is incredibly important. And I mean, Crims is going to keep his one alive still, but I mean, if we were going to see that the 1-3-1 with AWPs, I mean, Fnatic are a team that can run that strat super well, and now they're not going to really be able to have the money to do that, so have to play with just a single AWP on JW, and that might make the difference here. And Titan, what kind of play are they going to go for? I mean, they've been showing a lot of passive kind of split and picks, just waiting for the info. If they can get a delay play into mid, they're going to go for it. Delay plays into A. They just try to take care. But here it is, Fnatic trying to bring it to them with a quick push and try to catch Maniac. He's been spotted in Squeak so often, but they won't get the kill. Oh my god.
Smoke. That's a big kill there to start things off onto JW, taking down that AWP player at the start of this next round. That is exactly what Fnatic did not want. Already Titan showing some more prowess on this map than they did on Cobblestone earlier on.
That smoke, by the way, is the smoke where Kenny S will jump onto lockers, but he's kind of faking that, so they think that he'll actually be on the lockers looking for the A pick, but he's moved into mid now, so quite a fun little smoke that everyone knows about these days. And Apex, he locks it down again in A main. There's not much that Fnatic can get done.
We can see Pronax now in quad, having to reload his weapon. Olofmeister's there to support him. The bomb's nowhere near the A bomb side at the second. Fnatic still just happy getting these picks and opening things up. Pronax will peek around the corner, is punished for it by Maniac, and Titan looking really, really good here in this 7th round. We can see Olofmeister peeking through the side there to see if anybody crosses the A main area. He will find one Existence fall. He knows that somebody's on the side. That's the second kill before Kenny S responds. It's all down to Crims here in a 1 versus 3.
Yeah, this is a pretty tall order, isn't it? I mean, Crims is just going to back away with that M4. He's actually got a lot of nades, and he's got a kit as well, got the head armor. Doesn't really want to lose all of that value that's on him at the moment. So Titan doing a really, really good job. And one thing that was really cool in that round, it's a very simple thing, but because Titan took A main so quickly, when the squeaky push came in, Apex was there on the angle towards door. He can just look there through the smoke because he knows the map. So I mean, even if there's a smoke down or not, so he knew that they had to be coming back there. So because he saw them on the radar, because Maniac spotted them, so he just has to hold, close his eyes and hold down mouse 1, and he gets easy kills. So I just love simple stuff like that. It's a really good punish from Titan. They are really showing how strong their T side can be on this map so far.
And they will punish Fnatic once again down to pistols here. Titan already with more rounds on the board than in that first map, but we'll forget about that. Let's see how Fnatic set up with these pistols here. Crim's getting aggressive once again in mid, as you would expect from him in this situation, to see if anybody peeks around the corner with those tight angles that you can get with those pistols, but nobody whatsoever on the CT side on the A-bomb site.
Yeah, indeed, this is looking quite rough for Fnatic so far. It's a bit of a reverse story at the moment, but would expect Fnatic to get on their game very soon as they get the buys rolling in. But can they get some more damage done here? I mean, this is something that Fnatic are always good at doing, no matter what they have. We've seen loads of rounds where, you know, Crim's just somehow just finds 3 frags. He's got an AWP, they're on the pursuit, able to get some kills there, some damage in. But slowly but surely, Titan seem pretty solid. It's weathering that damage, but it's going to be Olofmeister in the bomb site that's able to hold it down. He's got teammates all around him as well from different angles. Going to drop on top his Flusher, I believe, and oh, he's not going to get the frag. Great cover there from Existence, and it's all falling apart now from for Fnatic.
It's a shame in some respects, because it looked like they could definitely do some good damage. They are able to take 2 rifles away from Titan, but it will not be enough. Titan extend their lead even further. We will see a buy now coming in from Fnatic. Once again, as you would expect, JW with that AWP, and here's the double up setup. Olofmeister going for that weapon as well. Let's see if Fnatic can bring it back and try and control this CT side. And Titan are actually looking so much better now. They've woken up, they're into the game, and hopefully they've forgotten about that first map.
Okay, so defensive kind of take on A main here, but Olofmeister with a double with the AWP from Checkers, and that is a huge deal right now. That double up setup coming into play. Olof over at B. They got JW locking down A by himself. So far, isn't needed at the moment, but Fnatic, this is the setup I was talking about before when they can get those 2 AWPs going. It's so strong, got all the information, the fast rotates, and Olof, man, he's so sick with that AWP.
Showing his prowess once again, as we can see one player getting boosted over the top. That will be Maniac. I think he just spotted the head of a player there. But look at the mid-control coming in from Fnatic. Titan will try and put it back in their favor, but it simply is not happening whatsoever. RPK finds the head of Crims, but Flusher will instantly respond. It's Fnatic with their 4th round on the board here. And Titan, because they've taken quite a few rounds in a row, of course they will be able to buy again. KennyS has got that AWP, no problems whatsoever for him.
I actually like the idea of the mid-take there, considering the fact that because of the 2 kills, sometimes the CTs will just go back to the sites and play a super defensive setup so that the sites can never get taken and kind of leave middle. So that I think that was quite a smart play from them. Either way, we're going to have the setup reigning in true still for them, and Titan are aware of it. So you would expect Existence to start in this round creating a counterplay for the double up setup that he knows is being run by Fnatic.
JW gets flashed, and now KennyS trying to look for that kill, just peeking around the side of the smoke. Not found each other yet, though, as Maniac will fall to the hands of Pronax to start things off here in this next round.
It's so cool to see KennyS still using that smoke.
Yeah.
He's been doing that for about 5 or 6 months. I actually made a video about it, the locker pick, and it's so effective. We're going to have to see if JW can keep himself in a good situation by quad. It's a very strong position. He's got some support there, and it looks like they're slowly closing their grip on this A site, and JW's quickly going to close the door. That's really nice by JW. As RPK looks to get himself in middle. So looking for that A split play. JW over the top of the red container. Oh, he gets taken down by Apex immediately. Now it's down to Pronax behind the smoke.
Crims will fall. Pronax, as you said, in that NBK position, trying to do some good damage. Flusher on the quick rotate, but the bomb is still in A main. We saw a couple of players enter on towards A, but they've backed away here, Titan. They're going to get those smoke grenades down. Flusher spots one coming through. He must have spotted all of them. Apex takes down Pronax. Flusher missing his shots before eventually getting one. He knows exactly where they all are. Olofmeister takes down Apex there, and we're left in a 2 versus 2. What an absolutely chaotic round between these 2 teams. KennyS knocked down to 35 points of health. RPK on 44. It won't stop Olofmeister though, but look how close they were to losing that round, because the clock was on about 5 seconds when they eventually got those last 2 kills.
I was so scared for them there, because they slowed it down. They actually got great site control, and there's just Pronax there just sitting by the quad area, and they just had to move in together, and they were a little bit too slow. Then Flusher gets to forklift, somehow doesn't pick up the kills, then he makes an awesome play with 2 flashbangs, still can't get the kills. Crazy round. Titan though, winning it where they have to, and they're off to a really nice start on the T side at the moment, despite Fnatic winning that pistol round. So a standard play coming in from Fnatic here. Mid control is assumed by them. They've got 3 players in mid at the moment. 1 on Checkers, 1 on short in JW for A. And Titan just have to make the right call here for an aggression. And they are definitely outgunning their opponents at the moment.
Pronax making his way up on top of the balcony as Maniac has opened that squeaky door on that A-bomb site. And I think it was JW, who spotted a player earlier on. He's tagged down to 33 points of health, but it looks like they're going to, once again, try and get these entry frags over on this larger A-bomb site. Apex will eventually take down JW there. Apex was 2 as he's made his way right down, looking over towards short here. We've got one player in RPK, I believe that is, lurking over towards T main, and this is looking really good for Titan to take another round.
Yeah, I mean, KennyS can get so much done from A main as well as Apex when he's got the cover, and RPK has been decimating them here as well. Good round from him and Apex. As you're going to see the last 2 players go down here from Fnatic. Well, Crimson's going to actually have, he's got a little bit of life left in him, but he will go down finally. And I feel like something that would be quite nice for Fnatic to experiment with. They did try to go from some squeaky pushes, but some A main takes if they can go for that. I mean, you can almost play it a little bit like CT's play Banana on Inferno sometimes, by saying 2 or 3 players there, leaving 1 in there when you get him dug in, when you get rid of the early push timings, just to make it really difficult for them. Because we're seeing at the moment players like Apex and KennyS getting themselves into A main and kind of playing with Maniac on Squeak, and that kind of presence, that pressure that's been provided there has just given Titan a lot of free picking opportunities. So maybe take that away from them.
I do believe we have a pause in play at the second, but Titan have definitely forgotten about that first map and are really coming in strong. We can see why it was their pick, and rightly so against Fnatic, considering the fact that Fnatic were, you said, beaten by Vox on this map and have looked at this tournament maybe a tiny bit shaky on it so far. So credit to Titan where it's due, they're doing well, and they've broken the economy of Fnatic once again. So you would think this next round would go in their favour, making it 8-4.
Yeah, and with the Vox game, actually, it was the T side that Fnatic struggled with. Yeah. And they're playing the CT side right now. So, I mean, it's obviously hard. It's difficult to compare, especially because Vox have such a different style. But definitely, they've had some shaky results there. And just bringing up Vox again, I just gotta say that, you know, I really loved watching them play because their style is so aggressive and they're so heavily trade-based on the T side. And that's just universally good on all maps. I mean, if you've got the aim and the team play to just throw in with it, it's you know, it's basically taking a basic of the game CS and completely perfecting it, putting it down to a T and just throwing it at everyone, and it was pretty exciting to watch.
Now, in that first map, we saw Apex relatively quiet, as were all of Titan, in all honesty, obviously. But now he's woken up. He's 12-8 at the second. He's performing really, really well. He's doing what we know that he does best. He's got to be pumping up the rest of his team, surely, and saying, come on, guys, we can take this map and take it to Inferno with the performance that he's doing. And that's why I love Apex as a player, because he can do those kind of things. And even though we have got that shining AWP star in KennyS, you can't forget how prevalent Apex can be as a role within his team.
Yeah, I mean, lately they've all been stepping up, all been finding their roles and their feet in the Titan lineup at the moment. So we'll have to see whether or not after this pause Fnatic can get themselves back together again, because Titan definitely looking really strong. It's kind of, again, the reverse story, because on Fnatic side, on their T side of Cobble, they got all the map control they wanted, they can make all the plays they wanted. Seems like the exact mirror here, but for Titan on their T side.
Yeah, it was a pause by Fnatic. I think it was a tactical one. Well, JW takes down Maniac there, and that is not what they wanted, especially after that pause to try and revitalise themselves and wake themselves up here for Fnatic. It's looking great for Titan as Maniac finds another one. This is just an anti-eco for him, but there's the easy hat-trick. Apex finds the final 2 players. Flusher will drop Apex, but he will for himself. Double round lead here for the French side of Titan, 8-4.
Yeah, the interesting thing as well is that one of the ways that Titan have been winning the rounds is against Fnatic, they're not really playing into one of the strengths of their setup, which is, of course, middle. Because Fnatic have been putting a lot of emphasis on middle. Middle, you can do so much with it. Most teams need middle to make good plays off of. However, Titan are very good at finding plays just straight out of A main control, B storage control, and not needing middle so much. So that 1-3-1 setup that was being run wasn't super effective, partly for the confidence that they have playing against A main, playing with A main, and Titan are experts at that. And here we go, got that play for A main. Can Fnatic take control of it? Well, Apex is too fast by the lockers, and they get shut down. This is not what they wanted at all.
Apex again coming in strong right when he's needed to, and fair play to him. He's certainly picked up his game in this second map of the first semi-final here at the GFINITY Spring Masters #2. RPK scouting out if anybody could be pushing down mid, and Fnatic have completely abandoned both bomb sites.
They're going to go for that boost over the top now. They know they need a big risk to get back into this round, and Flusher's just waiting there to see if they are going to go over the top into middle together, or potentially just being able to just drop in, get some info, maybe a flanking frag. And having the silence them for in positions like that is always really nice. Now Titan are gearing up, and Existence comes in at the perfect timing, and he's trying to spray down the booster, and Planet's going to try to pursue him, but it's going to be another frag for Titan. They can do no wrong.
They really cannot, and this is showing why they are a team in this semi-final here. They really are looking absolutely phenomenal on their T side of Cash here. olofmeister now obviously just going to try and save that M4. We've got 2 more rounds left in this first half when this one finishes. Titan are looking great.
It's kind of funny actually, because they did go for that play to take A main, because they must have come to a similar conclusion. Like, all right, Titan's strength, their base operations has actually been A main throughout the course of their T sides. That's what's been winning them rounds against us, not taking mid, and they still couldn't take control of A main. So gonna have the round cleaned up by Titan there. So 4 players surviving, and still they look so dominant.
What do you think Fnatic need to do here then, DDK, to try and bring it back in their favour? Obviously, the economy is something which, well, they're going to save here to try and get a good buy-in for the last round of this first half, but they're going to get what they can. 5 smoke grenades by the looks of things, and they're going to get a couple of pistols in their hands as well and upgrade those. Fnatic already with a relatively long road in the sense that Titan are on this less favoured T side of Cash.
I think they just need to play their standard game and do what they can at the moment. They can't get too invested in trying to counter-strat Titan too hard. And I think at the moment you just got to just hand it to Titan right now. They're playing super well on their T side, and the credit is absolutely due for them. So well, Fnatic, they have got some CZs and PT50s, a 5-7. JW in a spot where often you'd see Maniac on the boost up here. Now can we find something? See some legs, just gives away his position there unfortunately, and he gets tagged down as well. So it's not looking good now for Fnatic on the EA side of Cash. Got Flusher there trying to play with the vents. Such an awkward spot here for Fnatic. Pronax to walk through the smoke. Very risky stuff, but again, that's what they need to get back into this one. But it's not going to happen. This looks like it's going to be another round here for Titan, and just Crim's remaining now.
1 versus 4 for this player, just going to see if he can take any way rifles. That's not what he will be able to succeed in doing. Titan on double figures as we go into the last round of the first half here on Cash. Let's have a look at the buy coming in from Fnatic. This is what I'm really interested in. We've got a double AWP setup here. They are able to invest heavily, but still only 1 defuse kit, which is on Crims.
I wonder if Titan will go for a mix-up here and just do something really aggressive, really fast. It's as uncharacteristic of what they have been doing, which is just the slower rounds. So taking control of A main and Squeak, and having guys defensive B storage and middle. That's what they've been doing, and this time it's actually going to be a fast push from JW, looking for that pick, and RPK just slaps him down. And now they have just dealt with JW, a key player on the A defense for Fnatic. And now Flush is very on high alert here by the forklift area.
Fnatic are so aware of these players around this A bomb site that they've completely rotated everybody away from B. olofmeister, of course, with the AWP initially playing over towards there. He's now going to make his way back after checking towards mid to see if Titan got control of that area after the rest of the Fnatic players had completely moved away from that. But just look at the setup from Fnatic here. We've got 1 player on truck, 2 players right on top of the site pretty much for Fnatic, expecting this A play here from Titan.
And again, they are looking for that play, and they have the Molotovs to kind of just smoke out people, make them move if they are actually standing in those positions. Force repositioning, really strong to use all these nades like this. Titan know what they're doing, playing it by the book at the moment, and Fnatic just holding to their close ranges with those pistols, which is smart. But in comes Titan now with Maniac first of all, Existence chiming in as well. 2 frags for them on the entries, and it's just Pronax and olofmeister remaining. Very weak actually across 3 players for Titan, and in goes a nade sailing on, and it will take down Kenny S, but still 4 more players to deal with that bomb ticking away. Of course, it is the last round of this first half. They've got to go for it. Pronax is going to get flashed and taken down by Existence. Great stuff from him, and olofmeister is going to get taken out by RPK. Great coverage from him, and 11-4. So we're seeing the same on Cobble, but at least for Titan this time.
One thing that I've got to point out again, I know that frags aren't the most important thing in terms of how many frags you've gotten compared to deaths, all that jazz. But we talked about Kenny S being so prolific on that T side of Cash with his AWP getting those entry frags. He only got 7 kills in that entire first half, which really just shows off how great the rest of his team are and the damage that they can do. We talked about Apex earlier on doing some good stuff. So credit to all of the other Titan players showing that, yes, we have this superstar AWP Kenny S, but we can do some darn good damage too. Yeah,
it shows you just how well their roles are created and how well they function together for their T side, and that is why they're so strong in a map like this, those T sides. But we're into the second pistol of this second map between Fnatic and Titan, the GFINITY Masters. And we have quite an interesting split here from Fnatic. They're all over the place at the moment. And Kenny S up close on B Storage, able to pick off one. And that's going to be a nice advantage to sit back on to as he falls back to the B bomb site. And they can start thinking about repositioning now as well.
Squeaky door has been opened. Apex will spot one player coming out. There's another player over by Forklift. That will be Olofmeister. And we're now back into a 4-on-4 situation. The bomb should get planted over towards A as the rotation comes in from those Titan players' existence. Setting up that smoke grenade to come in and give them some cover. But you can see JW, and I think there's one more player actually escaping. Yeah, that was Flusher as well who's escaped through there. But look at the flank coming. What a Fnatic doing. This is certainly interesting. It looked like they were going to try and go on the rotate, but Olofmeister hit right on top of the site to try and save the day. There's already a player defusing, and he's going to be able to get it here. What did Fnatic do? They ran away.
Yeah, okay, so what happened, that was, okay. All right, so Titan are godlike. Yeah. Okay, so they played the A retake strategy, okay? And they even had, I think this is the first time I've seen a team that actually have set smokes for that A retake. Yeah. So he planted it on the bomb, which is like on the open plant for main, which is the hardest spot to deal with because it can start in and out. And Existence like, no, I'm just going to put a smoke there. And guys, you're screwed. You're completely screwed. What are you going to do with my smoke? And just sit with the defuse there. That was so smart. Existence is a god.
Really, once again, showing how good they are on this map and why they should be in this semi-final match against Fnatic. And they will take a good round lead here. 12-4 it will be as RPK starts things off against JW. Olofmeister goes down as well.
All right, so just playing it safe here, and it's so cool to see players like that coming out of Titan. So much confidence. This team is so composed despite having a bit of a hard time on Cobble. They couldn't get it going, but they show that they are champions. They never get fully kicked out of the game. Always mentally in there, high constitution there for them. Good mental fortitude as they take that anti-eco. So now the buy comes in from Fnatic. They did at least get that bomb down on the pistol, so they got that third round buy up. But and actually, this is the if they play for middle, this can be really strong because look at the weapons that Titans still have. They're going to get outgunned on the long ranges.
One really quick thing, just going back to Titans T side, that I just thought about is how impressive it was that they shut down the real strong players for Fnatic. Obviously, all 5 of them are great, but when they were getting those entry frags on JW and shutting down that player who was at times single-handedly holding down A, those are huge moments in that aspect, and they just really quietened down the hold of the Swedish side throughout that entire first half and played very well. But let's see if Fnatic can come back or whether Titan will dominate as they have done so far. RPK with his second starting frag of the round in a row now, although JW instantly responds onto him.
All right, so yeah, good chance here for them to take this. This is the danger round for Titan, being so heavily outgunned, trying to play it cost efficiently, and it is going to bite them in the backside slightly. It's a 3-on-3 though, and it's hard for them to know exactly where the bomb is going just yet, but they do have 2 players well positioned towards A. Maniac's actually going to close the door behind himself on Squeak, as Fnatic are working in on that A play, but the distraction coming in from JW, burning down Existence, and Maniac's going to catch them on the flank. They want to go for the rotate, and now they're going to rotate back, and it's just absolute chaos and madness here with all of these impromptu calls coming in from the in-game leaders as Kenny S goes up the ladder. The last chance here in this round, but he gets dropped by Pronax. Great stuff there from Fnatic, and they will win that round, and Titan, they're on the eco.
Yeah, their money's been broken straight away here. Good round from Fnatic overall. Pronax right at the end there. Great awareness to know that there was a good chance that Kenny S could be going right on top of the balcony. Spotted him out quickly, and there was no chance that he would be able to try and retake that A bomb site. So once again, we see 5 AK-47s, the name of the game here for Fnatic, as Titan are down to pistols, and we can see that they've completely left mid-control in favour of Fnatic, although we do have one player now, which is RPK, looking over towards that area. JW taking that battle with his ever more so powerful AK-47. He gets his way into bench, finds another player.
Oh dear.
And RPK gets the shot with the 5-7.
Yeah, that's gotta suck there for JW. I'm not kind of connecting that AK at all, and again, if Titan can steal away yet more damage here, then things could get very interesting for them as Titan's economy gets weathered away. And they've got good positions here on the A bomb site as well. Again, in a spot like this, if Fnatic want to attack, they just have to use their grenades really well. That's all it's really about. And they don't have many grenades at this point. There's no Molotovs for them to use, and those are so effective on rounds like this because then you can really clean out those close range positions.
Crims responds onto RPK, knowing exactly where he was and spotting out his position. Going up the ladder onto the balcony area now. Kenny S trying to play cleverly around that forklift area and try and pick some clever little angles, but will not try too much here as Apex takes down Flusher. They're not very low in health. This is looking relatively good for Titan if they can keep getting these frags in here, but Olaf Mike and Pronax go strong. Crims takes down Maniac, and now Apex will be the final player left alive. He's taken an AK-47 and picked it up, but they know exactly where he's coming from. And this will be the 6th round here for Fnatic.
Yeah, and not a huge amount of damage sustained. Two losses, pretty acceptable. Either way, those 13-6 is a scoreline, so Titan have a lot of buffer to work with as they look to get their economy rolling in. And the problem for them is that the AWPs are a little bit far away because it's going to take a while to actually build that economy up. So they have to show how well they can play with just the rifles. They need to show us how well they can not copy Virtus Pro, but be as good as Virtus Pro when they just have those rifles. And they've been opting just to use that setup well into late stages of the match and into good economy. So yeah, it's definitely very viable.
Another small comment, but no defuse kits once again on Titan here in this next round, as we do see JW, the initial man to take damage. I think it was an incendiary grenade that came his way over on towards Boost with that AWP when he tried to go for that mid pick. We can see RPK once again, as you would expect from this player, up in that fence area. But look at this positioning here from Crimson. I think that was Pronax actually trying to get some good information over towards B.
Yeah, it's very hard for Titan to work out what's happening right now. We can see Kenius has to abandon middle because they've lost a man, and Fnatic, again, they're reading this, they're going to go out middle. I think we talked about this situation earlier. It's a very standard kind of thing that happens. It's very hard as the CTs to spread your resources. RPK is going to take a peek in to see what's happening. He's going to spot a player. Actually gets a kill. Excellent play there from RPK. Going to fall back actually, but no, it's going to be KennyS by short trying to get a kill on the distraction, but it's not going to work out, and they're down a man once again, and Fnatic are closing in on the A site.
You can see, I think that's Maniac over towards Lurk, NBK, sorry, as I mix up my words, but Pronax will fall, so JW responds straight away onto Maniac, now leaving us in a 1 versus 2 situation. They've got control of the bomb site and leaving existence. The last man left alive here, going to grenade in to see if he tags anybody up. Not doing a whole lot of damage though, and we can see that now he's being smoked off. They know exactly where he's coming from. The grenades are raining down on him, but he boosts over the top and takes down JW. Will this be an awesome 1 versus 2 clutch from existence? Now he gets himself right on top of the balcony area, knocked down 20, 15 points of health. The flashbang will come in and fully flashes him there. So Crims peeks out and does pick up the kill. And I thought Pronax was in a great spot at times there over towards A. I thought he was over towards B, but it must have been Flusher who was over there initially at the start of the round. But still, Fnatic holding strong.
Yeah, it was a really nice start to that clutch from existence. It's a shame that he went for that jump, super exposed there. Actually lucky that he didn't just straight up die from that jump, but either way, we got the AWP coming out for JW on the T side, so this is where things start to get quite worrying for Titan, as they're on an eco again, and they just can't seem to get that money going. Just testing JW's ability to flick, playing the whack-a-mole. But Olaf Meister, he's going to put an end to the shenanigans very soon with that AK. Just creeping up. There he finds RPK, puts a bunch of bullets into him. And now we have Apex close on B Story. Spots the lineup of Fnatic, but there's not all that much they can do right now as they're so outgunned.
We can see that it's very obvious that it's going to be a B play coming in, as we've got Maniac on the flank actually for second, so Fnatic need to be very careful of that. KennyS with a lovely shot onto Crims though. The existence will fall. Maniac will drop to Olaf Meister, who's way too smart for that. He knew that there could be somebody trying to lurk and go on the flank, and it will be left up to KennyS here, the last one left alive. The bomb will be planted just to help Fnatic's economy even more. The headshot comes in, and Fnatic are slowly but surely, round by round, grounding it out to come back into this game against Titan. We've got a pause coming in from Maniac. So this is going to be obviously another tactical pause here for Titan. Yeah. They know that Fnatic are rocking and rolling. They've got the economy now to buy up here, Titan. This is the round for them to try and bring it back in their favor. Yeah, I'm really enjoying that these teams are taking the time to take the pauses, to be honest, because it's so crucial. I mean, each team gets at least one pause, and why not use it? And this is a great spot. They've only need 3 rounds, which means that they only need basically to win 1 buy round and get the AWP setups going. As soon as they can get their setup going with whatever they have decided right now is their best setup, then they're going to feel comfortable. They're going to have way better chances to win the rounds. The problem is that they haven't actually had money yet. No. That's not happened. So, and it's kind of what happened actually on Cobblestone, right in those early rounds for Fnatic when they were on their T side. They weren't able, weren't allowing Titan to get their money rolling and buy up the things that they needed to win those kind of rounds and to progress forward, and it was just rolling forward in that kind of fashion all the way through. So if Titan can kind of keep that game up here now on their T side, we can see them right back into this game very quickly and bringing it back to a 13-13 score. And who knows what could happen? You know, they're slowly but surely, as I've said, coming back into this. So for Titan on their CT side now, as we've said, they are going to be able to buy here. They do have plenty of cash. What do they need to do, in your opinion, to try and continue and bring this back in there? Because they're only 3 rounds away from winning this map.
I mean, they just need to be able to have all the grenades. I mean, we had the only buy that they've had so far, they've kind of lacked grenades, and it creates these situations where all the dynamics you want to play on the bomb sites aren't quite right, because you don't have the flash to get to kind of make a play safe, or to get yourself out of a kind of risky spot that otherwise would be really, really beneficial in certain spots, or you don't have the smokes, the incendiaries to slow them down. There's just so much more pressure on you, and we just need to see all the nades out from them. And I'm confident that, for example, if any attacks come in towards A main, that Kenny S is going to take the jewels. He's going to be able to win those jewels, because that's what he's there for. That's what he's there to do. And I'm curious also to see whether or not Titan will actually try to play riskily, because again, what does Fnatic expect? Because Fnatic are going to be asking themselves the question, what are we expecting from Titan? What do we know? We've played them so many times in tournaments. What are they likely to do in Titan's position where they've got this round advantage? You'd actually expect them to play standard, because right now they haven't even been able to try that yet. So
that's true.
That's the best place to start. Play the standard setup, just keep it safe, see what happens, see where their leaks are. And Fnatic, they're a team that are really good at basically everything, and especially the mid control also. So I'm going to be looking towards Fnatic finding edges on their mid control actually.
Well, there we go. Good analysis indeed, and we will see if it pays into favour and quite what Titan do here in this next round as the pause comes out. And we're into round number 22, I believe it is.
One of the cool things with a pause like that as well is that it can just be a time to reset, because they don't really need to do anything super special at the moment. Just reset, just get the motivation going, just get everyone pumped up. And we're going to have the boost here for Maniac. And this is what Maniac does so well. I was talking about it earlier. That's where you usually would expect him, with that silenced M4 as well. And Fnatic just keeping it slow at the start of the round, and already losing Apex is a huge blow. And that's going to put even more pressure on Maniac in that spot. Despite
Titan having the round difference here in their favour, Fnatic have got all the momentum, and that's got to be one of the big goals for Titan, is to try and simply just break that momentum, which doesn't help when Apex get caught first. Yeah, but Pronax knows that kill, that position even, sorry. Maniac will get the kill and shut the door as well. Crim's trying to find some information, so we are back now onto a 4-on-4.
Yeah, I think that's just knowledge of Titan there. Pronax just knows that Maniac's going to be in that spot, but luckily Maniac can get the frag. So they're going to slowly take mid with Olofmeister. Look how tentative this is. Just one player from them so far. And again, RPK just sitting in the vent. That's a good position for him to get some info here. And actually Titan look very nice on the positions. In goes Crims. He's going to get taken down by Maniac as Olofmeister tries to open up middle for Fnatic. Very key kill coming in from Olofmeister. He can wrap into short right now. It's going to be on the rotation of Existence to deal with him. But Existence is holding. They don't know where the bomb is going just yet. In fact, it is going back towards B.
I think Fnatic have got a great read here, seeing that there could be 2 players for Titan over on that large ray bomb site. So they're rotating quickly, and it will all be down to Existence. He's seen the grenades come in. He will pick up 1 kill, knocked down to only 13 points of health here as the push comes in. Flusher responds. 8 seconds left on the clock. Maniac there to try and do something. He's going to push straight in from heaven here. Will he get spotted out? This is so close.
It really is, but they do have some time right now. They're very, very close. There's the shot from Maniac. Does take down Flusher. All on JW now with the AWP, and there it is. KNES gets the shot, and Titan pick up their buy round. That was so damn important for them. After that tactical timeout to just pump everyone back up, they're going to take the round with 2 guys surviving. So that's kind of a small issue. That's something that's a consolation for Fnatic. That's still Titan within those eco territory if they're able to win. But that's a great start for Titan.
Fnatic will be able to buy it because they have been winning so many rounds in a row, but again, it's that momentum game that we mentioned in the last round. Titan have now technically broken it, and they are only 2 rounds away from evening up the series and taking us to Inferno, which I'm sure will be one heck of a match to watch. So if you haven't tweeted out on all your social medias and everything to say to your friends to come and watch the game, now is the time to definitely do so, because it's all to play for here.
And we have a really strong mid defense here from Titan. They've actually put Kenny S there. Apex super strong at the kind of counter boost position right below with the rifle as well. JW on the finest of angles looking over the top, and Kenny S is ready if he gets a little bit braver on his peeking angles. But So I don't suspect he will, but there it is. Kenny will find an angle by repositioning. So look at the play in middle right now. They're walking the razor's edge, both teams. A frag could come so easily either way.
These fine lines in CS, that's what we like. JW misses the shot and will be punished for it as RPK starts things off in this next round. The clock is ticking. RPK gets straight away traded. Flushing knew exactly where he was. Existence tried to use the smoke to his advantage, but got badly punished for his, what some may seem as aggression, and Fnatic have got the man advantage, and they've got the bomb site as well.
A bit slow to react there, Titan, but can they make it happen on the retake? Thing is that their money is so bad at the moment, and this is for like fully healthed guys on B. You don't want to go for this. They have to go for the save, and the issue is that Fnatic, I wonder if they're going to go and see if they can invest a couple players into actually cutting some weapons right now. Because if they can actually find Kenny S and actually get a frag, it's actually worth trying to just duel him here with 1 or 2 guys, I think, because that AWP makes so much of a difference. And there it is. Kenny S will find the shot. They know he is now towards CT, but they don't know how many players are there. Kenny S has Maniac here, baiting Kenny for these shots, and will find one. Flusher goes down. I don't think they can really put much more into this, but yeah, there it is. 2 players invested. I think that's a really nice call by Fnatic.
I agree. I completely agree with that one. They know how dodgy the Titan economy is, so to try and do some more damage to it whilst their economy is rolling because they're winning rounds and planting bombs, etc., is a good call. But we can see 2 fan masses coming out here for Titan, so their money is tight in some respects. No players with head armor whatsoever. JW hasn't got an AWP, so it will be 5 AK-47s here in this next round, and Fnatic are now going to try and move that momentum once again back in their favor.
Oh no, the punish there towards Squeak. The trade does come into play, but that's actually going to hurt Titan a little bit more, because now they have to make some decisions. How do we split our defense? What do we give up? And Fnatic, that gives them opportunities. Oh, JW just barely doesn't spot Maniac in time as he repositions behind the red container on the site there. So this is very, very tentative stuff again, as Fnatic are trying to work out what they can get done here, looking for that info. And middle is potentially up for grabs here. There's a man in vent. He's going to have his attention towards B storage soon, RPK. But actually, no, he's holding very, very steady towards vent still, expecting that play to come in from middle, and he would be right. The trust in Existence, though, to hold this down.
It's good trust as Existence takes down one there. Olaf Meister will look in the wrong direction and gets punished for it. Flushing out the last one left alive against 3. He takes down one parting player, and he has got the bomb. Sees that player over towards the headshot area of that B bomb site, and suddenly he's disappeared. He's gone right round the back there, completely distracted, and Maniac comes in from behind, putting Titan on map point here on Cash. The money for Fnatic is not good. They are going to force up and see what they can try and get here and put every single bit of investment they can into this next round. But it's still really not too much to play with, and it looks, Dan, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're going to Inferno.
Yeah, definitely a strong advantage here for Titan in this one. Now they've got all the nades to play with as well, so every advantage on their side, and all the disadvantages for Fnatic as they're going to go for that straight up B push. Existence standing large and in charge up on that B bomb side, only spraying down Flusher though, as RPK is going to get eliminated as well. So this is actually looking very, very troublesome right now for Titan as they try to make their way back in with Apex from Checkers. Crims denies Apex, and it's just Kenny S and Maniac left over, and they don't have the hugest bank ever. They spent a lot of cash here, so Fnatic are keeping themselves in this one. And not only that, they're surviving with so many players. They're going to have massive weapon upgrades to come their way, unless Maniac can get some kills here.
I think the Counter's Curse was maybe in play a tiny bit there, because it looked like Titan could potentially take that round, but Fnatic coming in strong with probably one of their strongest T rounds that we've seen so far on this map. They've looked so great there. We can see that they will be able to drop a couple of AK-47s and help them out. JW has now got that AWP, but you said that Titan have invested so heavily, and they're now broke.
Yeah, absolutely, and so, you know, with these we're in the later stages of this one now. Fnatic just need to string 5 together. That's very realistic, to be honest, especially considering that Titan, we saw how many rounds they lost just getting their economy in check, and that's just been blown up within 1 round. So all that work hasn't won them the match just yet. They need that one more, and I'm not sure what their money was like, how many saves they need, but they're going to get 1900 if they lose this one. So, because usually from that spot they're probably on the double eco, because 1400 and 1900 on the loss bonus. So it does make life very difficult indeed, and very scary for Titan. But again, we've seen that they've held their composure so far, and they've looked pretty good. I think they're in decent spirits still. So
Well, most certainly so, especially after that T side where they looked so dominant on it. Fnatic are holding strong though and putting up a good T performance themselves, but will it be too little too late for Fnatic? We will see as once again Fnatic make their way onto this A-bomb site. Easy entry frags for them. This JW takes down Maniac as they make their way onto that A-bomb site. We've got 3 players now rotating. They're just going to try and do some economical damage themselves onto these Fnatic players. olofmeister will take off the head of existence though, and Kenny's and RPK now the last 2 left alive, looking for those exits, looking to try and potentially take away any rifles, but I think Fnatic may be a bit smarter than playing over aggressive here, and it's going to be 15-11 down, and obviously Fnatic in this situation just taking it one single round at a time. They are darn well, you know, sure that they know how close Titan are to taking the victory on this map, but that's not going to phase them.
Yeah, it's really scary when you're in this position when you're Titan, because it's like we don't have any money. Yeah. So when you have to like eco twice and then you give all these frags to the opposition, so they're not worrying about money at all. You can see they're like really well off at the moment. And yeah, okay, they did have just enough money for a buy, but the problem is that they don't have an AWP, so there's no AWP for Kenny to play with, and that could cause some issues here. We'll have to see how they play with this. They have a lot of grenades, so they might just, you know, sit back and play a standard rifle setup, or we could see them getting a bit aggressive with an A main push. There's lots for them to try to accomplish here. We haven't seen a B storage push from them either, but Apex wants to take over A main. I love this play from Titan.
Nice initiative there from Titan to change up the pace a tiny bit on their CT defense here on Cash and to find out what information they can. And I think Maniac's actually been able to push through. JW tries to find that one player, misses the shot and is punished by an RPK to start things off here in this next round. Pronax does take down Maniac, and Crims knows exactly where RPK will be because he pretty much plays there every single round, but Crims will fall, and this is looking good for Titan. It's a 2 versus 4. The spray will come in, and that bomb is making its way over towards B, but what do Pronax and olofmeister do here?
Well, they can still ruin lives, these two together, as they try to make a play. Very smart to go out middle, of course, because we could potentially see Titan just liking a player, just a single player in there to see what's going on, but they're trying to play it safe as well. You can see Kenny is worried about that kind of a move and is expecting it, and probably heard the grenade as well, so they are going to have some intel here, and Kenny with the jewel, so important to win it, and that's the bomb down as well. Titan looking so good to take this one now. It's just Pronax left, the in-game leader of Fnatic, to try to clutch it away against 4 players from Titan as he moves forwards to reclaim that bomb, but time is against him. RPK finds his head with the AK, and Titan, they are going to take the round and the map, and we are going to 3. Inferno is next.
Wow, that was a great map there, and it was so back and forward as well. Titan looked so great that first off on the T side, and then suddenly out of nowhere we were like, uh-oh, Fnatic are coming back into this one. They've got the momentum in their favor. We saw it go up to, I think, 13-8 at one point, and they were looking good, but it was, in a way, too little too late. Despite Fnatic's hard efforts, and credit to them for doing so and bringing it back on their T side, they just allowed Titan to roll too hard in that first half and give them too many rounds. So although Titan at times looked a bit edgy on their CT side, they were so close to that finish line after their great performance on the first half. They just had to, you know, grind out a couple of those rounds in